Hello, hello, boys, girls, and NBs, and welcome to the judgiest place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are
The
Judgies. Coming at ya hot and live on the day that Roe v. Wade was overturned.
Oh, yikes.
Did I mention we're bulking?
Oh, did we not bring that up a time or two?
So when this episode comes out in August,
And the entire nation is on fire.
yeah,
Just know, hey, we cared while it was happening.
and before it was happening,
We're
and
all wearing-
We still care in August.
Well, Erica was a fence sitter until it happened.
Incorrect.
We are all wearing our pro Roe v. Wade custom merch, of course.
Well, if you guys can see mine, it's
Erica has a uterus and fallopian tubes on her left breast, and one of the fallopian tubes is flipping someone off. Very cool. Christian says pro Roe. Now, Christian, that is about salmon eggs, correct?
Yes.
So, like,
but
you're-
also, I'm dual purposing it, okay?
And mine is it's a shirt with a little guy, two little frogs dancing, holding hands, and it says fuck the police. It wasn't related. Related, some would say. I guess we're getting political on this episode. Erica,
never.
You don't have to involve yourself if you don't want to.
Listen,
we can let the men talk on this issue.
Do we need the opinion of a white man on this one? Because I think
No.
I can do that for us.
No. I don't even want to get into it because I might cry, and I'm not trying to cry.
I gotcha.
So, because I'm pregnant and I might. Oh, I don't know if I've mentioned on this podcast before, since it might be the only thing I talk about.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
The thing is, you can hear it in your voice, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when
yeah.
people are naked and they talk with this one octave higher voice, you just have a pregnant voice.
You can
Okay,
hear the
yeah, that makes
glow in
sense.
the throat.
Yeah.
You know how
But,
some people say they have a fly in their throat?
No.
You've never heard of that?
A fly?
Yeah.
Who are you? The old lady?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
The old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't
Yeah.
know why she
Yes, 'cause-
swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die.
Maybe.
Did you know that in the new prints of that book, they don't say perhaps she'll die?
Go figure. Fucking
Woke-
liberals.
Local media. What's it say?
Those freaking SJ dubs.
I don't remember.
Maybe she'll be fine.
cry.
Cry is probably what it
It
is.
could be cry.
Like kids popified the fucking book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long story short, people with uteruses, keep your head up.
Yeah, this is going to be...
It's going to be
That's
rough,
the
but
best you got.
hopefully we get through it.
Hey, don't worry. Go vote. That'll fix it. That's
should,
all we need to do is go vote.
You should still vote, but
It's
it's just so fucking stupid.
When are our primaries?
Ours happened.
They're over already?
I don't know, honestly.
Because they moved them from
Yeah,
April to June, but I haven't.
I think they happened, if I'm being honest.
They might have been yesterday.
Well, why would they have it
Oopsies.
on a Thursday? Wouldn't it be on a Tuesday?
Oh, maybe. It could be this coming Tuesday.
Well, Christian looked it up. Here's a nice little review. How about that?
I would love that. That's actually
5
wonderful.
stars, Apple Podcasts. Head down to the description. Leave a 5-star review. It's free and it helps us. Some would say it's a review. I caught you guys on the Tiki Talkies a while ago and then subbed to the podcast. I'm slowly making my way through older episodes and just listened to episode 55. Are you guys aware of which one that is?
Is that Oh Mama?
I mean,
No,
just
that's like
over a year episode. So oh God, I can't think. No, I don't know.
Well, this person laughed so hard,
Is
their
it-
stomach hurt about the low pony and Paul Revere.
Oh no.
Wasn't that my joke? Hell yeah.
Christian looked like Paul Revere. I love listening to y'all, and it is like listening in on the conversations I have with my own besties. 5 out of 5. Judge on, you magnificent Frans.
Thanks. That was really cool.
I don't like that you brought this memory back up. That's the first time I've been bullied.
Well,
Ever in your life?
the title of the review is looking like Paul Revere, so
It's the first time I've been bullied enough to stop doing something I was doing.
it was pretty funny.
I don't
Christian-
think that stopped you from doing low ponies.
That was
It
one of
100% did.
for at least a while.
I was just trying to get my hair out of my face when we're driving to go work out, and Josh is like, "What are you doing?" and roasted me for the entire 15-minute drive to working out, and I was like, "Never again. I will remember this." And I've tried it once, and I think you also instantly roasted me until I weeped. So
You did not weep.
Inside?
The shortest verse in Christian's Bible. Christian wept.
Listen, would we be your true friends / lovers if we didn't tell you the truth?
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, you still would be my friends.
I think you can pull it off, man. It's just a choice.
No, nobody can do the low pony.
I think he pulls it off.
There's a guy I work with that does low pony, and every time I see him, I go, at least I'm not the weird guy with long hair. Is that mean?
Everyone needs a guy with a low pony next to him to boost him up a couple numbers.
Yeah. It's a wild thing to try to pull off. I don't know.
It's such an insane choice. It's like a goatee. Like if somebody just if you just came in tomorrow with a goatee
and a low pony,
like a full goatee, it's like, dude, come on. You can't just go. You got to transition to that. You can't just go straight goatee.
Also, it's like those are both choices where you need to have it has to be an entire aesthetic. Mm-hmm. You can't come in wearing a t-shirt with a goatee.
Yeah, you have to have like a cutoff with some tribal tats.
You better be pulling up with the trilby.
But we don't just talk about facial hair and Roe v. Wade on this podcast. We also talk about silly little stories we find on the internet and laugh at them and judge them. And sometimes Christian does that.
Oh my God. I don't like the way that you were both looking at me like it was going to be me that does that. And I am not prepared
I was just
to read
hoping
tonight.
for you to hop on with us sometimes to build
Sometimes.
this editor, splice it in.
Hey, come on, man. It's my episode to edit. Don't be a fucker.
Oopsies. First story of the night comes from r/entitled parents.
Ooh, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
My family came to visit me for 2 weeks and stole $500 of my stuff from my apartment.
What the hell?
I live in a tiny one-bedroom apartment, and my parents invited themselves over to basically live here for 2 weeks.
In a one bedroom? Oof.
They live over 1,000 miles away and drove here to my city. They couldn't afford to pay for a hotel.
With these gas prices? Yeah.
And I felt rude if I didn't let them stay here. But my apartment was a mess, so they just had to sleep on a blow-up mattress, and I couldn't even walk anywhere without tripping over them. The first day, my mom threw everything out of my bedroom closet because I need to organize my stuff. And then she took photos of everything. I noticed my mom stashing some of my clothes away in my little sister's suitcase. When I called her out on this, she called me selfish and tried denying it.
Very bold denial. Like, dude, so easily misproven. Disproven. Just like open up the suitcase.
It's one of those things where it's like when you get caught doing something and you try to do like double defenses, and it's like those things don't agree with each other. How can you deny it but then be like, well, you're being selfish?
Even if I was doing it, you're the selfish one.
My mom then had several meltdowns and temper tantrums when I told her to stop going through everything that I own. Sneakily, over the first week, she kept digging and finding stuff I was hiding on purpose from her. She got mad at me for having condoms and alcohol in my apartment. My dad got really upset about that too. And it's just been a couple days since they left, and I just noticed all the clothing they stole from me.
Such a strange thing to be upset about contraception.
Yeah.
Hey, you're being safe against STDs and pregnancies. Hate that for you, bud.
Did they say how old they are?
No, they don't ever say.
Okay. Well, either way, like, you're clearly an adult if you are living on your own. Like, you have to be at least 18. So, fuck off.
Yeah. Also, they stole makeup from me. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of makeup that I can't afford to replace. My bathroom cabinets were wiped out, and I honestly feel so betrayed. I feel like I have nobody to trust now, not even my own family. My mom and sister are denying everything. They said that I never had it to begin with. And
they're just gaslighting here into like not owning things.
And then they have a little update too here saying, I just called and confronted my mom, and she admitted to taking the stuff that I noticed was missing. There are some things that are gone, but she still won't admit that she took those. She paid me back for some of the items and sounded distraught on the phone. So I told her it would just be cheaper to send a package with the stuff that she had, but she says that would be more expensive. I doubt that. She just wants the items that she took from me. I don't know why she wouldn't use that money to buy them herself instead of using used makeup. And my dad is going to find out they stole things. My dad is going to find out that they stole things when he sees that.
I don't think he cares, bud.
That's if he didn't already know. This was my first time that she's had an angry tone with me since I was in high school. And my sister admitted to taking one item, but I know she has more than that. I don't even know where to start with my clothes. They took items I wore less in the back of my closet, so I can't keep track of them. And I'm definitely not letting them come back anytime soon, and they don't have a key.
Well, it's not like you really let them come there to begin with.
I originally moved far away to escape them, but over time, I've let my guard down because I'm not around them as much. If I ever go back home, I'm going to do some digging. I'm just still in shock about this and don't really understand how I feel right now. My mom did this because she thought I wouldn't notice. She asked for items I had while she was here, and I told her no. But the morning they left, my mom told me to sleep in while they were packing, and she took all those items.
Very sneaky, this mom.
Insane.
She's got it all planned out. So what's happening here? Do we think... My first thought was I was giving the parents the benefit of the doubt, where it's like, maybe they're very like poor and they're taking the clothes. They can give it hand-me-down style. I mean, I guess take me down. I don't know. Like, to like for the sister because they couldn't buy her clothes. But now I just feel like the mom is like ultra conservative and like took like low-cut shirts out of her closet to throw away.
I mean, that also is a possibility.
That way, like, she doesn't have them, and that's why she's like, I'll just give you money to go buy some new ones.
Except, I just feel like, I don't know. The whole situation is fucked, and I just can't imagine, like, having a parent like that. I can't imagine having a parent like that or being a parent like that.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to imagine that. It's so insane. Like, it's almost like they're a kleptomaniac or something. Because it's like, why are you stealing used makeup? Like, I just don't know what.
I think they're just conservative wackos. And they're like,
so?
This makeup palette is way too slutty. Getting rid of it.
I mean, fair enough, but.
That's what I think. I think the alcohol and the condoms thing really gave that away.
Yeah.
Because, like, why would they care?
To feign that they are good parents?
Maybe.
You think about that? You ever think about that, Joshua?
I guess.
Really
Shoved that right back in my veins.
Boo.
And with that one, we're going to have to go on to the next story. That's really unfortunate that you did this to us.
Can I just say fuck the sister, too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Way to be
She also
complicit,
sucks.
you fucking asshole.
Yeah. Well, there's people in the comments like, when she was taking the photos, like, they were definitely looking through that to see what they're going to take from you. And it's like,
oh, yeah.
There's like conspiracy theorists in the comments being like, they were casing your place.
Photos.
That's what it was.
Photos is interesting. But it could have, I'll stand by, could have been sending it to the sister like, this is too low cut, isn't it? And the sister being like, yep.
You almost expect the sister to be the one to do it because, like, that's
not all that out of the ordinary.
right.
Like just to take clothes.
Yeah,
Sisters take
kinda.
each other's shit all the time. Well, I never did because my sister was literally 8 years younger than me and I didn't want any of her shit, but she constantly took stuff from me. So I would expect it to be the sisters doing, but the fact that the mom is also partaking and also lying about it, caught him out.
It's actually, the dad knows, right?
The dad
Oh,
absolutely
for sure.
does.
Imagine just like for a week, just zoning out while your wife rummages through your kids' stuff.
He
You're
just
like,
gets...
whatever you want to do, honey. I'm
Yeah.
just here to drive.
It really sucks that he gets to pull the dad card and be like, well, I wasn't paying attention. And it's like, you motherfucker. Just because you weren't paying attention, like helping out.
Game was on.
Yeah.
There's always a game on. He was leaf blowing or something. He was doing something that he didn't need to be doing. Replacing a light switch faceplate.
Leveling your table by putting coasters underneath of it. Next story comes from one of Josh's favorite subreddits. r/malicious compliance.
You fucking piece of shit.
One of my favorite subreddits.
I also
Okay.
enjoy it.
I just really don't, man.
I just like bringing down the man, Josh.
That's fine. I just don't think that's what this subreddit is.
I like being a devious little stinker.
Yep, that's it. r/devious little stinker.
I hope that's a subreddit now. This post is titled, "Stop Resetting My Password."
Uh-oh. Is this about the work? Can I just say that's so fucking annoying that's where we've gotten to in workplaces where it's like every 3 months, new password. Like,
Dude.
Who the fuck is breaking into my Windows login? Work?
Dude.
I'm just adding the next number and character on it.
Yeah,
Mine won't let me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
if it's too similar, they won't accept it.
Have you tried... The listeners don't listen to this. Have you tried putting numbers in the middle? Sometimes that confuses it.
Mine is just a noun and then like one exclamation point, 2 exclamation point. But they tried to get around it. Like, you can't use any of your previous 10 passwords. Or guess what, fucker? There's 10 numbers. Yeah. So after 0 right parenthesis, I'm back to 1 exclamation point.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm breaking into my shit, but it's word, numbers, word, symbols, and I just changed the numbers in between.
Nice.
It's not anymore.
No! You literally have to cut that. I'm not even kidding. I'm 100% serious.
I'm leaving it in.
Josh, I will have to change so many passwords.
Well, then start changing them, fucker. You got
I literally have no idea how many passwords. I've been using that since fucking college.
You have 7 weeks to change it.
We're going to cut all of this.
No, the new video, dude.
Oh, fuck.
We can't cut anything, man. In fact, I'm going to say your password here 5 times. Fluffy butt. Fluffy butt.
Underwater water bottle.
69.
Hey, we do need to cut that.
69420.
We do need to cut that.
What do you mean?
I don't know how many of my passwords are that.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why do I know your passwords?
Because it's his password for everything.
Hey, nobody's saying mine. Ha.
Dude, I wish I could tell. I literally have too many passwords that use it. I would love to tell this most embarrassing story I've ever had, where I had to say my password to my boss. That was my boss for 1 single day.
Oh, no.
He's like, "Oh, I'm having issues logging in. I'll just log in for you." And he's like, "What's your password?" And I go, "I can type it in." He's like, No, I'm already at the computer." And I have to tell him my cringy password. Day 2 on the job. And he's just like, I'm like...
I had a college professor who, she was the gender and women's studies course I took. Professor. And it was like the 4th day of class, and she's presenting, and she goes to type in her password into the thing, and she accidentally typed it into the username part, and it was just fuck you one, which is like whatever. And she like got so red. Like, she was so embarrassed that it was fuck you. And she was so embarrassed. She like, I'm thinking about canceling class. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, you have to go change all of your passwords now, but like...
Can you still log into college email addresses? Do they give you a certain amount of years before they cut you out? Because that was my college.
I think it's like 5.
That was my like college email address password was fuck you with however many letters you needed.
It depends on the institution, but I did just look this up. In my college, it was 5.
Hopefully someone doesn't steal my identity. I'm a senior role at a service desk, and like everywhere else, if we see a ticket come in that has already been done or is a duplicate request, we just cancel that ticket and move on with our day.
Makes sense.
But we have this one user who is a vice president, and they are the type of person who thinks the world has to revolve around them. So they would be the person to send in a ticket, and then 5 minutes later send in another ticket, and so on until there's about a dozen tickets in the system now. And now a few weeks ago, we introduced a new password policy. Has to be 18 characters, symbols,
18.
numbers. Insane, right?
18 is so much. It's half the alphabet.
You're just typing a fucking sentence at that point.
Well, that's what they encourage you to do nowadays is like a passphrase instead of a password.
Yeah. I love the Google generated auto passwords. I use those a lot.
That's smart.
How do you remember those?
Google saves
They
them.
just autofill it for you.
Well, there's some stuff that you can't do that for.
Right, and I use underwater water bottle 1.
With an additional policy that you must change your password after a reset, and you can't use the password you used before. This was a big change considering our previous policy had no requirements. So most users figured it out pretty good, and even the VP did. Now this is where the malicious compliance comes in. With the new password policy, it was also introduced that all tickets must be actioned before resolving them. And you can guess who brought this change into place.
The goddamn VP.
The VP went on vacation for a bit, came back, and happened to forget their password.
How?
And like normal, they send in a dozen or more tickets. Now, in the 5 minutes or so between their tickets, we would get 1 to 5 more tickets coming in. And it takes about 10 minutes to go through those. So my team and I went through every ticket like we were told to, and we were counting the numbers of times we had to reset the VP's password because we knew this was going to end up coming back on us. Lo and behold, in the span of about an hour, we reset their password 11 times. This is when our manager comes in and says, I just got an email from the VP, and they say you keep resetting their passwords on them. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, my manager is a good guy, and I remind him of the new ticket policy. He chuckles and heads back into his office, and he forwards us an email with the subject, "Stop resetting my passwords." And the email, it says that they have to change their password 12 times and that they are running out of passwords that they can think of. And so that we need to stop resetting their passwords.
Bro, imagine being the VP of a company and not figuring out that one exclamation point, 2 at.
This is why old people shouldn't be fucking in charge of stuff anymore. Learn how to use a computer, you
Especially
fuckers.
our fucking country.
I reply all to the email and say, well, due to our new policy of tickets where we have to action each one before resolving, we had to reset your password X amount of times. No less than an hour later, our department gets an email from the president saying that, hey, we reviewed one of our ticket policies and believe that this is not the best use of our time. So we're going to ask you to resent that policy.
Nice.
Needless to say, we stopped the policy because it was dumb from the start. And surprisingly, the VP actually started sending fewer and fewer tickets because of this. So I loved hearing that. Okay? I hate corporations, Josh. Can I say I hate having a boss
Yeah.
like this?
I also feel like that's some shit you'd have to deal with. Like,
Similarly.
yeah, because like, when somebody needs something repaired, don't they like send a ticket to you?
Yeah.
And if you don't do it right away, they just like keep badgering you
They
about
think they're
it.
the only ticket in existence.
Yes, there's definitely people that do that to me.
Or like that some stuff can just be fixed in an instant, and like you don't have to like
Order
look shit up
parts
or
or
order
anything?
parts.
Yeah.
And
I could have fucking lost it last week. I had one of the departments where like, hey, our printer doesn't work. And I was like, call IT. And then they called me back and they're like, IT says since it doesn't have their barcode on it, it's not their printer. So I don't know whose printer this is, but it's broken. I was like, they don't have a spare printer for you? And they're like, no, they said they don't have any printers and that I need to call you to get a new printer. And it's like, okay. Well, I don't know if you guys know that there's just a printer shortage in the world. And it's like printers either cost like $3,000 or just aren't available. So I tried to order 4 different printers where I would say it's in stock. And then in like the 3 hours that it would take from me filling out the form and giving it to like my purchase person, they were sold out like 4 times. And eventually I got a printer, got it set up. 3 days later, IT comes down with a printer and they're like, where's this printer supposed to go? And I was like, what? And they're like, oh, this is the printer for that department. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, oh, didn't they need a new one? I was like, you guys told me you couldn't fucking get one.
They
So
were
I already got them.
They were buying all 4 of the ones
Yeah.
that you bought. Those
then-
fuckers.
So then I don't know why they did this. They left the printer anyways. They just left them a second printer now. But they fucked up the networking. So now where their papers used to print out to just don't print out anymore. They print out in a completely different part of the hospital.
Love that.
It's insane. It's like, what is going on here, guys?
Love bureaucracy. Love that for us.
It's great.
it's literally, it feels like an ongoing, like every one of your stories about work, it's an ongoing battle between, nope, call IT, nope, call biomed, nope, call maintenance. It's
I
like,
love it.
why are you getting to, especially shit like a printer? Like, it's not even like a specialized medical equipment. It's a fucking printer.
It does print blood.
It does not.
It does
It does?
not.
It does not.
Yeah, it's. I guess what really makes me mad is that I'm a single person and maintenance and IT both have like 8 people. And it's like, why am I going to change a light switch in a printer? That sounds like maintenance and IT. I don't know.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Ready Player One?
Nope.
No.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
So,
Read the book.
did you read the
Really?
book?
No, I'm lying to you. I don't know how to read.
I saw the movie and I read the book. I never read the second one. But there's a scene in it, spoilers for the movie of Ready Player One, where they're sneaking into the boss's office of the bad company, and they need to find his login and password. And this is the only part of the movie that, like, the movie's fucking dog shit. The book's pretty bad too. This is the only part of the movie where I unironically laughed, but I guess I was laughing at it ironically, so it doesn't even count. He goes and it shows, like, they're like, oh fuck, where could the boss's password be? Where could he have it? And they look on his gaming chair, and on the arm of the gaming chair, there's a sticky note, and it says password B055man69. So it's just Bossman69.
That rocks.
And I'm
That's
like,
a really good
okay.
password.
Great joke. Love that for them. That they, in this fucking kids movie, decided, hey, let's sneak one by him. Let's put a Bossman69. And this fucking mega corporate CEO dude worth bajillions of dollars just has his fucking password like on the arm of his chair. Love that.
Do you not think that's believable?
No,
I
I'm
was gonna
saying
say
that was funny.
Oh, okay. I
That
was
feels
gonna
very
say
grounded
that-
in reality.
It didn't feel good in the movie when it's like this high tense situation where it's like, oh fuck, we have to find it, and then like the narrative like exposition was just like, oh, it's just right there. Okay. And then they log in.
Yeah.
Oh man, we actually didn't budget enough time, so we're just gonna put it on the chair.
That's like the only like memorable moment from that movie. Is just like that, and then his spoiler again. His aunt, who he like grew up with, gets blown up. Yeah.
This is a kids movie?
I mean, it's
No,
for,
like she gets
teens.
big though.
Oh, like she
She
blew up
blew
and
up.
act like she didn't know about
Yeah,
it.
and then a bomb
Got it.
exploded in her trailer park stack.
Oh,
Jesus.
And he's just like, in one scene, he's like about to walk home, is supposed to kill him, blows up, and he's like, whoa. And then he just turns around and goes and plays the video game. And like, that's it. Never for the rest of the movie mentions it. Never like brings it
Doesn't
up.
mourn his aunt's
No, just
death.
immediately plot progression. It's so fucking funny. That movie is so dog shit. And how about some not dog shit ads? How about that, Christian?
yeah, I think I would like that.
Yeah,
I
so
think I think I
Mhm.
would like that.
We'll
if we
throw
did
it to
that.
some break then.
Okay, bye.
Ready Player Break. Ready Breaker 1. Breaker Ready 1.
Just say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
And welcome, Jack, to this side of the podcast. Thoughts?
Why Jack?
Huh?
It's a cool name.
Jack is arguably one of the best names to moan during sex.
Jack.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I can't believe that you're just gonna like do that for free on the internet.
Yeah, that's getting clipped and shipped everywhere, buddy. Yeah. You didn't think about that, huh? Now we're
Cut. No. Welcome, Jack.
to the jackiest side of the internet.
What? You want me to play the song, Josh? You want?
Circle Judge.
Welcome to the Circle, George.
Hey, if you're new here, Erica, what's the circle jerge?
Oh, you're asking me to describe what the circle jerk
Yeah,
is.
just for anybody who's new.
I thought you were asking me to do the circle jerk, and I was
No.
about to talk about emo Joseph, but that's fine. A circle jerk is where we jerk around the circle.
That's it. It's just
Easy
a
as
little
that.
silly little spot for us to do stuff.
It's just for us to get a little away from the Reddit
And
stories.
sometimes we don't.
But sometimes we don't.
You know what? It's our podcast, and we'll do what we want.
And like Josh said at the beginning of the episode, we're bulk recording.
We
And
are.
thanks to that, it's probably the 1 year anniversary to Josh's tweet about the color vermilion, which brings us to this week's Circle Judge. Josh is going to complain that, podcasting is an oral medium. Maybe we shouldn't do visuals, like things like colors.
True.
But guess what? This week's Circle Jerk, we're looking at stupid color names.
Okay. Can I explain my tweet?
No.
Okay.
If
Please
you want
do.
to see Josh's tweet, you can go to Twitter at @HoshJysmith. And you can find all of his stupid fucking tweets there.
This was a good tweet.
It was a good
Vermilion is the most green-sounding non-green color there is.
100% true.
Yeah.
What color do you think vermilion is?
Yellow.
No.
It's a reddish orange.
Yeah, it's
Gross.
red-orange.
Gross.
That was the very first one I put on the list, just so we could have a quick rundown. These are all stupid color names. I want you guys to try to guess the colors on.
Okay.
Josh, you'll get this one too because I commented it on your tweet. Eric,
Yeah.
what color do you think chartreuse is?
Like a yellowy green.
That is correct.
It is a
Fuck.
green.
I already knew
I
that one.
definitely thought chartreuse was pink.
Yeah.
Gun
you
to my
kinda-
head, I would have said chartreuse was pink.
That makes sense.
You know what sucks? It's named after a liquor.
Chartreuse is.
Yeah, the liquor came before the color.
Huh. I thought it was named after Roos had a wet fart. Bruce Bolton.
What do we think the color
From Game of
smalt is?
What?
Smalt?
Smolt.
Gray.
SMALT.
Like the past tense of smelled.
Yeah. Yes.
No. I'm going to go
Yeah.
with gray.
Smolt. Smolt is giving gray. That's what I would guess, but because of this game, I'm going to say it's a blue.
That's a very good guess, Joshua. Smalt is a vivid blue that's primarily made using cobalt oxide.
Interesting. Smolt is gray from now on. Why call it? It literally sounds like smelt.
Yeah.
Make it gray.
What do we think the color puke is?
Puke?
Yeah.
Like Puke?
Yeah.
Like an orange is green?
I would say green.
Can you have an orange is green? Are those colors close enough on the fucking... They aren't, but...
I'm sure you can make it work. They don't cancel each other out. They're not complementary colors.
Like an olive brownie color.
Puke is a dull brown color, and it comes from the name for wool, the color of wool socks back during the Shakespearean days when he wouldn't shut the fuck up about it in King Henry V or VIII or whatever his play is. He
Wait.
kept bringing up the color puke.
William Henry Shakespeare did?
Yeah, Shakespeare did.
Shakespeare or William Henry Shakespeare?
Well, Shakespeare, but in his play Henry V or VIII.
So I'm not familiar with the play. So in the play, he talks
He brings up
incessantly about the color puke.
Yeah.
Now, at this time, was puke known as vomit as well?
No, I believe it was really just the color of wool.
That's crazy. Oh, William Shakespeare. Got it.
Yeah, I hate you, Josh, for that one. Incarnadine.
This is giving red.
I was also feeling red.
This one is described as a brownish blood red.
Hey!
But
No.
originally it was supposed to be flesh colored.
Just like, wait, now what flesh? Like white person flesh? Like a peach?
Well, I'm glad you asked because it also comes from England, and William Shakespeare, that little fucker, single-handedly changed the definition of this color. It was flesh tone, and then it became blood red, thanks to him. He kept describing shit in plays as incarnadine.
That fucker just changed words.
He's just stealing words, and he's like, I don't think I like the way we're using that. This little son of a bitch.
And he's so influential. Everyone's like, all right, man, fuck, shit. Before
Go on. Before what?
before Beethoven, a bumblebee was a really angry dog. So, you know, the flight of the bumblebee. So he changed it to be that little fucker that went... Hey, future Josh here. I'm editing, and guess what? Yeah, I'm sorry. It wasn't Beethoven. It wasn't Bach. I forgot to have it pulled up still, but Flight of the Bumblebee, of course, is a song by a different composer named Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov. And I didn't know that. But what I did know is that you could head over to store.streamelements.com/judgiespod and you'll get some sick new merch. So go ahead and do that. And sorry about not knowing famous classical composers. Again, store.streamelements.com/JUDGIES pod, link in the description. Okay, back to the show. Bye.
I'm pissed about that joke. I should have cut you off. What color do you think Bastard Amber is?
I'm going to go with a brownish orange.
Okay, so bastard amber means that it's got a fake dad, or the dad's not there. And everybody's know
That's
if
not
you're
what bastard means.
bastard means
It's
you're
a
born.
child out of wedlock.
I guess, yeah. Okay, whatever. I was thinking Game of Thrones style. I'm going to say it is. Everybody knows if you don't have a dad, then you turn a little purple.
That one actually wasn't meant to throw you off. It's actually a very light amber color that's mostly used in stage production to mimic the color of sunrise.
That's pretty. Why is it bastard amber?
I have no idea. I didn't look in far enough to know that.
Fucking William Shakespeare got his grubby little mitts on it. He was a bastard. Dennis is a bastard, man.
What color do we think Amaranth is?
Purple.
The Twitch streamer?
The Twitch streamer.
Ammo? I would go with the purple.
You're both idiots. It's pinkish red. Coming from the mythical flower that grows on Mount Olympus?
Isn't pinkish red?
No,
Kind of
not at
purpley.
all.
No, it's bluish red, to be fair.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Or a reddish blue.
I really like the name of this color.
Say it again.
Oh, I was Amaranth, but the color I'm about to say.
Oh,
Amaranth's also, maybe just because of amaretto, it does seem alcoholic to me.
Celadon.
Celadon, like Pokemon.
Big fan of this word.
Okay.
Fun word.
What are you going to say?
it's blue, right?
So here's the thing. The reason why Vermilion seems green is because in Pokemon, I'm pretty sure the fucking city is green.
And not
so,
the river that we have in our state that,
So that
is like
also-
a brownish green.
but like people that aren't from around our area also agreed that they thought it was green. So Celadon City is where Misty. No, that's where the department store is. And I always shop till I see red.
Wrong. And Eric, what did you say?
I
Blue?
said blue.
Doubly wrong.
What?
It's a minty jade color, primarily known for its use as a glaze on Chinese pottery.
Celadon.
Yeah.
Interesting. That sounds really pretty.
It's a fun word.
Celadon?
Yeah.
It's fine. Wouldn't say it's unfun or fun. It's a word. Like, I'm not going to be like going to a party and just be like, Celadon. And everyone's like, holy fuck, thank God you showed up, Josh.
Caput mortem.
Caput mortem?
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It's Latin.
Okay.
Okay.
What
so
colors do you think the Latins had?
mortem makes me think death.
Correct.
Caput makes me think
And stop.
Stop death.
Like kaput.
yeah. So stop death. Blue, because you choke.
Okay.
It's a purplish brown color,
Purplish brown? What a bad two colors.
and it's Latin for deadhead. So you got any
Deadhead?
deadheads out there?
There's no fucking way.
Okay. So when you said the word
Okay.
and then you said it was Latin, like my brain was visualizing it as like kaput, like Kuput, but it's caput, Caput.
I was using the Germanic bastardization of it.
So
I'm
you
saying
would
is-
have known it was deadhead.
I would have known that it was head.
Would you have known that it was brown purple with it?
No. I'm just saying that I did take 2 semesters of Latin in college.
Whoa!
You know we got a polyglot over here.
I still have my Latin book.
Whoa!
What's the Latin word for book then?
Lib something.
Sounds right. Libre is Spanish for book, so.
Gotta be close then. That's all I have for the colors.
Hey,
right
I
now,
loved
Josh.
that, man.
Did you?
I mean, I'm gonna have to
That's
pull the
fun.
fucking hex
I-
codes on that
I
shit.
saved all the colors so I could send them to you.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate
I thought
that.
about showing it to you, but I didn't want to spoil it for the listeners.
Could have showed us off camera.
You
And get our reactions to these colors.
also puke. I could literally only find
pictures
just
of puke.
wool. I could only find like canvas.
Interesting.
If you type in puke, it literally only brings up puke green. So.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense,
Big
right?
Willie didn't have that much of a fucking influence on the word puke, I guess.
Big Willie.
Yeah.
That's what he's known back as in the
Yeah.
day.
Mm-hmm. I just like it. Big Willie. Probably a big one.
He famously didn't like the
Moniker.
nickname, the moniker Big Willie. Whenever somebody called that, he went na 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 na. Because he was serving up Big Willie style, na 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 na, getting jiggy with it. Come on, Erica, you got.
Come on.
How are you not on top
Keep
of
up,
your
keep up.
Will Smith refs from the early noughts?
I'm more of a Chris Rock fan.
Nice.
I'm not, but
That was actually
Can I say one of my favorite movies growing up was a Chris Rock flick? It was called Down to Earth. It's got Wanda Sykes, Chris Rock. I can't remember anything else in it, but he dies and then inherits the body of a fat white guy. But then he has to like woo somebody as a black man trapped inside of a white guy's body.
This feels insane that I've never even heard of this.
yeah.
Like, I haven't even heard of the premise of this movie.
It's a very good movie. I can't even remember who plays. Bushy eyebrow guy plays his guardian angel.
Levy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very good.
R.I.P.
he's
We're
still
balking. I don't. He might be.
Oh my god.
He died defending Roe v. Wade. He went to the Capitol and tried to fucking fight Brett Kavanaugh
Somebody needs to. That little
in a
bitch.
video game. We can't say that, Erica. In a video game, they need to do that.
It's not me saying that I'm going to do it.
I've been
we
thought
cannot incite violence.
I've been thought criming all day, Josh. Can I just say that?
I don't think you can is the thing. I don't want to be that guy, but I don't think you can. Hey, if you guys are smart little fucking piss babies, you'll understand. Understand, wrong word, idiot. If you're a smart piss baby unlike me, you'll remember that last week I teased a little song, a little ditty.
We got a little
P-style.
one note from it.
So last week we got it from, do you remember his name?
I want to say something with
Arthur
an M.
Pendragon.
Arthur motherfucking Pendragon. So last
Great
week it
name.
was
Such a powerful name.
it's a song that he writes scores for D&D, and now here's one that he also does that for. Andrew Pendragon.
Buckle up, you fucking piss babies. You're listening to the Judgies now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Some Dynasty Warriors shit.
I was thinking more Metallica. This is dope. Like I'm imagining his party like gearing up for a battle and they're about to like bust into the dungeon.
And then you hear, "Do not pursue Lou Boo." That's for all my Dynasty heads out there.
Do
That's
not
great.
pursue Lou Boo.
That was rad.
Yeah. Very great stuff, Andrew Pendragon. Arthur Pendragon, I believe, is
It's King Arthur. Yeah. I kind of thought that. After I was like, powerful name, and I was like, this.
Yeah. King Arthur's original name, he was originally, in like the stories, called Andrew Pendragon, then fucking Big Willie.
Arthur
Yeah.
Pendragon.
Yep.
No, well, his
Whatever
real
the
name
joke
was
makes sense is what I...
Big Willie changed it to Arthur. That little stinker's always changing shit.
William Shakespeare actually wrote the TV show Arthur. Or Merlin, sorry.
Pretty good show.
Get your shit together, Joshua.
I'm just so rattled.
We have a listener submission now.
If you want to send in your own listener submitted sounds, head on to judgiespod@gmail.com. Send it in.
Thanks. I gotta sneeze, I think.
Elephant.
It worked. Hey, if you're reading this, don't use my full name.
Too bad.
No chance.
Arthur Pendragon.
Hey, Judgy's been a
Hello.
long-time fan and love what y'all do. And while sitting on the loo for a poo and listening to you,
Oh, a little bit of Josh inspo.
I remembered a story that happened to me that I thought you would like.
We'll be the judge of that.
Title is, Today I fudged up so bad by deciding to try out cold brew.
Okay. So coffee, I imagine.
The coffee.
Gross. Already judging you.
None
What
of
if you liked cold brew?
Have you ever tried it?
I mean, I don't like the taste or smell of coffee.
Insane that you don't like the smell of coffee.
It's
fucking
awful.
love
Coffee smells great.
No, it doesn't.
smells so
I hate
fucking
the
good.
smell of coffee breath.
Yeah.
That is also bad.
I don't really like coffee, but I go fucking bonkers for the smell.
It is insane. I feel like it is rare that we have 3 millennials here, 4 if you include Aurora, who do not drink coffee.
Yeah, no coffee.
We're kind of different.
I don't even really do anything
Tea.
for caffeine. I don't like tea.
Loser.
I don't like
Tea's good.
colas. I don't like energy drinks.
Hmm.
I like water.
Loser. To preface the story, I, like most millennials, drink coffee like it's the nectar of the gods.
Hey, me too, buddy.
So I know how coffee reacts to my body, and how much is too much, and how much will send me scammering to the bathroom. But on this fateful day, I learned the hard truth that not all coffees are brewed the same.
Who the fuck? Oh, this is like a weird brain. Somebody I was just around tried to they said I don't know about you, but when I drink coffee, it makes me have to go to the bathroom. And I looked. They were very young. They were like 20s ish. I can't remember who said it, but I was like, "You're not unique for that. That's a thing. That's science. It's a fucking diuretic. What do you mean?"
I'm a little quirky, and coffee makes me have to absolutely shit.
It's like, yeah, that's the whole thing about coffee. That's the thing.
That's the whole reason I don't. I like black coffee, but it makes me have to shit so quickly that I started drinking it during an internship one time, and I was like, I can't keep having to just shit my brains out 30 minutes after the first break of the day. They're gonna know what's going on.
Interesting.
One week while my friends were in town visiting, we decided to make a day going to the zoo. First, though, I decided to take them to my favorite bagel place to get some breakfast and coffee. While ordering, I noticed that they had a new cold brew, and I decided that I needed that extra kick of caffeine after a late night staying up with my friends. And this is where the fuck up begins.
Sure. They tried cold brew. Hey, it wasn't a fuck up. It was a fudged up big time.
It's a freaking... Oh, fricked. We ate our breakfast. I drank barely half of the cold brew because of how strong it was, and then we went on our way to the zoo, which was 5 minutes down the street. By the time we parked, the horror had already started. I got out of my car, and my stomach tightened like Zeus himself had a vice grip on it.
Is Zeus famously strong at gripping? I just got to hold on to those lightning bolts.
I was gonna say, you ever seen him hold a?
But why wouldn't you
bolt?
say why wouldn't they say Hephaestus?
He does got a grip on him?
Yeah. See the forearms in that bitch?
Mm-hmm. Poor thing.
Yeah.
I did a project on Hephaestus before.
I would say his work doesn't show how good he is, but his face does. I don't know. Just go, man.
Bad joke. Hephaestus is known for being ugly as shit. I knew if I took even a single step, my pants were doomed. As I stood there, clenching every muscle in my body, my friends started asking in a concerned, "What's wrong with me?" way. Asking in a concerned, "What's wrong with me?" At that moment, the pain passed, and I started running and yelling, "I'm about to shit myself." I had 200 yards till the zoo bathroom, and after about 50 yards, it started again, forcing me to stiff up my full body mid-step.
Oh, no. Doing the boner walk, but for a shit.
Yeah.
What's the boner walk?
You stiff leg it and kind of put your butt back, trying to hide it.
I call this sensation surging.
Surging.
Yeah.
When you're gotta shit.
You gotta shit, and it comes in waves. It's you almost gotta stop everything you're doing, breathe it out, breathe it out. I'm not gonna shit myself. I'm driving home.
My mom used to have those when we were kids where we'd have to wait before we got out of the car. And then it turns out she was diabetic, so.
Oh. Am I diabetic?
It was more of a pee thing than a shit thing.
My friends are all dying laughing, seeing me poised as a statue, sweating and trying not to shit myself. To make matters worse, since the zoo is so popular, I was being passed by families left and right, staring at me, trying to figure out what was going on with me. Mm-hmm. The pain passes again, and I run faster than my 250-pound frame has ever experienced, just for the sensation to hit again 25 feet from the bathroom.
Oh, no.
I waited, breathing like I was in Lamaze class, praying for anyone to give me strength as my stomach raged like a boat being jostled in a hurricane. Seconds felt like minutes, minutes felt like hours, and then it happened. the pain subsided,
Hey.
and I ran through the gates of the zoo and into paradise, and made it just in time to save my pants and my dignity.
You got to be in a real dire situation to think of a public bathroom at a zoo as a paradise.
Yeah. After a horrible experience, I came out 20 minutes later.
20 minutes.
With all my friends still standing there laughing at me, and me looking as white as a ghost now. We ended up having a great time at the zoo, and technically I got in for free because no one checked to see if I had a ticket as I ran to the bathroom.
What a hack.
My friends still like to bring this up and act like a statue around me because it's just all in good fun. Now I hope you all enjoyed my story, and I hope I helped Christian in his journey to tell as many poop stories as he can. Also, congrats on the baby.
Thank you.
I hope it gets born on my birthday in July.
Did he say?
We'll never let you know. He was actually born, and his mom kind of says it's like a child miracle where he was in labor for the entire month. So he was born on July 31st.
That's my birthday.
But like his whole birthday was July.
Labor for an entire month sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Tell his mother about it.
I feel like top 10 places to shit yourself, like if you have to choose, I feel like zoo's up there.
Yeah,
Why?
because
everything-
so many smells.
It already smells like shit everywhere. You could probably get away with
Yeah,
it.
but somebody's going to be able to see the brown stains in your pants.
What if he's wearing black paint?
I'm not saying that it's ideal. I'm not saying it's the
Yeah.
perfect spot. I'm just saying it's got to be the top 10. Like,
Also, who's walking around in shitty pants? Like you, that happens. You just leave,
well,
go home.
Theoretically, I paid for my ticket. I'm going to get
Yeah.
the full zoo experience.
Yeah.
Hopefully that zoo's gift shop has some sweatpants you could go in and buy.
The problem is that his friends are in town, so it's like he can't kind of ruin the trip for everybody. So he's actually being a really
Gracious host.
by walking around with shit pants.
They can't walk around a zoo they aren't familiar with.
Yeah.
They don't have maps to those things.
They are adults, so
Maybe.
We don't know that. He never states ages.
Maybe they're
That's
senile.
fair.
Maybe they're mega adults and they're old as shit.
mega adults. That's a new term for old people.
Yeah, that's
I
80
like it.
plus is mega adults. There's mega adults X, mega adults Y. Then they kind of got rid of them. There's Gigantamax adults. Alolan form adults, which are just kind of fucking stupid if you ask me. But
You don't like a Alolan form?
well, I don't like the Z move adults, is what I'm saying. Alolan forms are fine. They
No,
can-
I totally get that.
Yeah.
I'm back on board with you. I'm there with you. Josh, I'm right.
I just
here
really
with
feel
you.
like they should have stayed with mega adults. I really feel like mega adults would have been a really cool mechanic to explore in the human experience.
It seems weird that they pivoted like 3 games in a row. It's just like,
Well,
let's try
not
some
games,
crazy shit.
Not games, species of humans.
That's what I meant.
They have to do the gimmick to keep people interested. It's like just keep the megas. Megas are cool. You get to breathe old life into old
I was gonna
people.
say, yeah. Doesn't that just let you reuse old Pokemon instead of having to come
People.
instead of having to come with 150 new ones? You just
So these have all been Pokemon references.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I've been thinking about dinosaurs this whole time, like the Megalodon. And I was like, damn, a lot of random fucking dinosaurs.
I don't know shit about dick about dinosaurs.
I also don't know shit about dinosaurs, but
I'm not
I
that
did-
type of neurodivergent.
super fun TikTok I saw the other day. They think that the T-Rex is actually 3 separate species.
wow.
Instead of
I
just
also
one.
saw part of that.
That's some shit that archaeologists do all the time, right? Don't we know that the Bronchiosaurus isn't a real dinosaur? And they're just like, we found 4 dinosaurs and put them all together. And like, look how tall this one is.
I do remember learning that what is believed to be
Littlefoot?
that big ass fucker, if it was real, it wasn't a land animal because of the
Interesting.
the square cube law. Nothing that big could exist on land with earth air gravity.
Yeah, now with that attitude, Josh.
Got his ass.
On to
Yeah.
the story.
I also saw some shit that the
Freaky.
T-Rex they think maybe had its arms the other way and it actually had wings. Because why would its arms be so small? I
Why
just
would
think
its wings be so small?
because it doesn't use them, but that makes sense.
There's lots of birds that don't use wings.
Are you
Penguins?
telling me he's like the bumblebee of
Not
the
a dog.
dinosaur world? According to all laws of aviation, he shouldn't be able to
Hey,
fly.
we have an aviation expert in our YouTube channel, we all know that that's fake, right?
What?
That aviation can explain why bees can fly.
I don't know.
Have you never seen the opening line to the Bee Movie?
No.
That's fine, because here's the opening line to this story. Am I the freaking butthole for canceling the trip after my fiance decided to bring her 10-year-old son with us?
Oh my.
I know that's not how the TikTok guidelines work or anything like that, but freaking butthole sounds more egregious to me than asshole.
The combination's actually worse.
Like trying to salvage the word asshole into freaking butthole seems worse to me. Let me see your freaking butthole.
Am I just a stinky little butthole?
Let me see, Erica, let me see your asshole.
Absolutely fucking not.
Now let me see your freaking butthole.
No.
Which one do you feel more attacked by?
Both.
Well, Christian,
Which
let me
one
see
more?
Erica's asshole.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Why do you have to ask his permission for my
We love
body?
you,
You said
Patriarchy.
no. I have to ask Dad. Mom said no. Dad, can I?
Ew.
Ask your
Ew,
mother.
ew, ew. I'm gonna. Where's my carrot?
I-33.
That's a terrible throw.
Give me that back.
No.
Yo.
Give me that
That's
back.
not how
I
it
was just
works.
trying to just give it to me. I was trying to loft it. I need a redemption. Give it to me.
Show me your asshole.
God. I hope that got you in the nipple.
I-33 male have been with Natalie, 32 female, for 2 years now. We're getting married soon, and she shares custody of her 10-year-old son with her ex-husband. Ever since her ex-husband got sick, Natalie kept bringing her son over more often. Sometimes her mom would take him due to work, etc. But recently, we've been having issues because of that. Because of that. Natalie has to bring her stepson with us whenever we go. Wherever we go is probably what it's supposed to say.
Okay.
We started going out less and less. Since it's been a month since we've gone out, and since her ex has gotten better, I've arranged for a trip for us to the beach for the weekend. It's supposed to be a couple's getaway, and she is excited for it and preparing for everything. The night before the trip, she comes up to me and says, "Hey, Tom is sick again." And he asked if we would take care of Taylor
Horrible names.
and let him
Pretty
spend the
normal.
weekend with us. I was gobsmacked.
Absolutely gobsmacked.
I asked what she told him, and she said that she agreed. She then proceeded to tell me that she'd like to take Taylor with us to the beach. I got upset and told her to not even bother because the trip was officially canceled now.
What a great...
She looked at me in shock, but I told her that she shouldn't act shocked and surprised after she successfully ruined yet another opportunity for us to have quality alone time. She went on about how she couldn't believe that I expect her to ditch her son since her mom was busy as well, and getting a babysitter just wasn't on the table. I shrugged and told her that it was done, and then I walked out. I went with the guys insteed.
Hell yeah, brother. Let's
Oh,
go.
I hope she dumped
And
him.
Tom was invited, and Taylor was too. All the boys.
Taylor could be a girl name.
And now she's been
Oh, it's her
upset.
son. Never mind.
My son.
And now she's been upset with me about it, saying I could have just agreed to let my stepson Taylor come with us, and we would have at least had some family time together while Tom gets better.
Correct.
She said I was the one who screwed up. So am I the asshole?
Yeah.
And then they have a little bit of extra information for us,
Okay.
It's not going to change my opinion.
It might change mine.
because I feel like this has gone into a whole different direction now. Folks here need to chill the fuck out.
I agree.
Nowhere, and I mean nowhere in my post did I mention not being ready or accepting to be a step-parent. Trust me, I am ready, and so far have been nothing but understanding and patient. I love my stepson and consider him as my own, except when there's a vacation. That is heavily implied. Now read this carefully. My problem is with his mom constantly changing plans at the last minute, and not even asking if I'm okay with it. And yes, I had to go out with the guys instead. Did it?
They said, come on.
Well, actually, it was, a group thing anyway, and I just played it off as it was going to be couple time, but it was really bro time, and I just wanted my babe there to feed me sandwiches.
Feed me sandwiches.
Unprovoked, brawless.
I'm gonna guess that the tickets were already paid for, so why go to waste?
I didn't know what else to do since she obviously wanted some space from me for the weekend, which is all right with me. By the way, I'm not mad about this at all.
Sounds like you are.
I just appreciate if she would be a little more considerate of my thoughts and opinions, maybe. So am I the asshole?
Yes. My opinion has not changed.
I get how that could be frustrating, but yeah, you're taking it out on the kid.
You can't sit here and say that, oh, I'm totally ready to be a step parent and I am accepting of this child and I treat him as my own. When you get mad that your partner prioritizes their child over your relationship, or even, let's not say that that's what she's doing. Even just stuff happens with kids. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be adaptable and not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not adaptable.
Adaptable on the
Like
fly.
amenable on the
Yeah.
fly, you know, like
Roll with the punches.
Yeah. Like shit changes at the drop of a pin and you got to do what you got to do to care for that child.
Yeah. Especially if it's as simple as it's not even like we have to cancel the trip because Taylor's here. It's like we can just bring the little shit with us.
Yeah.
Like at least he's like to go on a fucking
How's
trip.
he
And
gonna
he's
get his
10.
dork
Like,
sorked?
10 is old enough to where like you can
He
be
can
like
leave the room while he gets his dork sorked.
Taylor, go play in the fucking waves while your mom and I fucking make out on the beach. You know what I mean?
It is easy enough, you'd think.
Or go put him in like I don't know. It's
We'll
just
let you know in 10 years.
Drop him off at an arcade or some dumb shit.
I'm sure you could find some sort of like kid activity for him to do for a couple hours while you go get your dork sorked. It's obviously the most
Or
important.
just wait till he fucking goes to sleep like normal parents do.
But if they're all in the same room?
What if they are all in the same room? What if they're in a one-bedroom apartment and he was kind of planning on stealing his siblings' possessions? And Taylor's kind of a little snitch.
It is pretty funny to like not even try to put out any fires and literally only feed them to just be like, I'm going with the boys. The boys, I need
It's
this,
settled.
babe.
Yeah.
That's so funny. What an insane pivot to be in a mid-argument and just be like, fuck it.
But he's not mad about it.
No.
At all.
I mean, you got to respect him a little bit. Just like,
No,
just
I
be,
don't.
just be like, fuck it. I'm already in the doghouse.
No.
Doghouse times 2, baby. Going with the boys.
If you build up enough, like you compound the doghouse enough,
Yeah.
it
Turns
reaches
into a
infinite.
penthouse.
Yeah. Yeah. That was really deep and incisive.
Can I have the carrot back?
Insightful.
Insightful. Whoa. Dodged it, sucker.
I
Fuck did that go?
don't know.
It disappeared.
It's gone.
It's gone forever.
You can be like a bigger and bigger, like getting more and more into the doghouse, and it's kind of like when your leg hurts, so you get punched in the arm. It's like
Yeah.
the last doghouse violation kind of just like goes away because you're thinking about the other one. That's a little trick from me to you. Just
Except
keep
for,
doing bad shit.
Your girl never forgets. So
Keep digging a hole, and eventually you'll end up on the other side of the world.
That's
okay?
right. Then you're finally away from that broad. Yeah.
I never said that part.
yeah, but you agree with it.
I didn't agree with it at all.
You're the one who brought up the penthouse.
I just knew where you were going with that.
I'm just saying sometimes a guy needs to dig a tunnel.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever.
Well, I wonder what kind of sickness Tom's dealing with. I wonder if Tom wants to get back with Mary. And Natalie.
Close enough.
And this is his plan all along, is to use Taylor as the wedge.
I mean, clearly, I think that Taylor was already a wedge in this relationship.
That little fucker.
It's his fault. I
It's
understand.
not his fault.
Yeah,
I think that
he clearly wasn't ready.
Yeah.
yeah.
He wasn't ready to be the father that stepped up.
Yeah.
Not the stepfather. He's a father that stepped up.
Okay.
Exactly. Hey, preach, brother. Hey, Erica, where can they find us on social
are we
media?
done with this wonderful episode?
We're done.
Okay.
Has it been wonderful?
114 episodes up. 2 more to go.
What?
2 more to go.
2 more?
Yep.
Then we're caught up.
No, then we're done.
forever.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys can continue. I'm out of here.
Oh, thank God.
116 is
Wondering
all
when
I
that
got
was
in
gonna
me.
Anyway,
Fair
you can
enough.
follow us on all social media platforms. We've got Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, and our handle is at JudgiesPod. That's JUDGIESPOD. JudgiesPod.
Man, we're so smart for having everything be the same tag, huh? Good. Look at us go.
Look at us.
We couldn't be idiots like Emo Joseph on TikTok or
Or
Joseph
Jeff-
Debay Music on Instagram or,
Or
Emo
Emo
Joseph
Joseph
TikTok
TikTok
on
on
Twitter or Joseph Debay on Spotify. It couldn't be us.
And we'll never bring up the letterbox where we're Judgies_pod.
Or our YouTube where it's the Judgies Podcast. Or our Etsy store, which was...
But hey, this was just a podcast.
We're bringing it
A
back.
Judgies podcast.
That was 2 episodes ago, you fuck.
Oh, fuck. Guys,
We're
we're
bulking.
out of here.
We're bulking.
We're bulking.
Get us out of here. We flounder every time. And you just need to hit the button to get us out of here every time.
I don't think I will.
How are you late on that one?
I don't think I will.
You said it way too early. Your internal clock is off. If you average those 2, it might land on it. This is it, man.
This is embarrassing.
The rule of 3s, baby. Comedy is all about timing. Love that for you,
Fuck.
Christian. Body
Drop your
language,
phone.
timing, and 3s.
Okay, bye. Have a great week.
Later, fuckers.